Good evening, everybody. It's Rod with VPT Live. This is going to be the trade room recap for Wednesday, January 7th, 2015. If you're just getting an email and you're joining me live, good evening. If not, you're watching the replay, good evening or good morning. So markets rebounded today, a little bit of European news, and even we're trading better before the FOMC. I got my little epic pen, so I'm going to draw. We had a nice, pretty nice day. So closed profits of $3,161. That was across both futures and options. So the options account, the futures account, looking pretty good this year. We're positively in the green on our aggressive futures, and the trading systems are doing well as well. So we're going to take a look at a few things tonight. I'll get over to that in just a bit. Here are the four main trading systems that we got going on. We got Apple a day options, we got Brickwick S&P futures, we got the VPT Live futures for 2015, and the VPT Live options for 2015. Let's go over to the charts, take a look at a couple different positions. This is Facebook. So Facebook today put in an inside day. Wasn't going to take much to put in an inside day given yesterday's pretty big range. So we're right on that trend line. We are playing those 80 calls. We just got about 6 or 7 trading days left, and it didn't trade too well today considering that the NASDAQ overall was up. So we'll be watching that. We got them at a very, very low cost. About 25 to 40 cents is our average cost on those 80 calls, and we'll be holding those Facebooks and trading around that position. TLT, we did not get into the puts today. There were some big buyers of some 130 puts, I think, for January, so that's also next week. I'm going to be watching this tomorrow. I would have expected that we would have seen the bond market sell off a little bit more, sort of sell the news, but given that we're still seeing and hearing some very dovish comments from the FOMC, they're still bidding up the bonds. So you can see kind of an inside day. We put in a little bit of a lower low, but didn't really get into that gap. So we're going to be looking at the 130 to 128 January and February puts is what we'll be looking at there. And then wanted to take a look at USO. So everyone's been trying to pick a bottom in crude, a little difficult, but now finally down here on USO through the buy right. So essentially what we did, it keeps that little line there. Let me remove that. See? Does that do that? There we go. So I have a buy right going on this. I bought the stock at about these levels. Gosh, Dodger's shaking his, you're shaking your little, your collar there, huh? While I'm trying to make a video. Anyhow, what we got going on here is a buy right. So those that are familiar with options, that's kind of the lowest risk, easiest kind of way to get into options. You buy a stock and then you sell covered calls against it. And we did those for this week. We sold the 1850s, stocks at 1837, and brought in about 35 cents for that. So that lowered our cost basis on the stock to right around 18. If it stays below 1850, we keep the stock and we can write them again next week. So even if we see another rollover in oil and the USO just loses this 18 level, we can hopefully repair that over time. I think that's going to be an okay way to play crude down here. And then finally, Mobileye. This is one of our plays for the year. Automation at CES and a lot of the auto shows, you're seeing all these driverless cars or automated cars. So Mobileye is firmly in that space, and I like it long term, but it did break down technically. There's some big sellers in here, not on a volume basis, but someone was just, once it lost this level, it kind of did a free fall into the close. I hope it continues some weakness. I would be looking to be a buyer of this thing right around the 37.5. Again, as an investment, unless of course it just popped up 10 or 15% for us right away, we kind of take that. So that's what we'll be looking at tomorrow. A couple of the other plays were XLE and COP. This is COP, ConocoPhillips. Again, not much to put in an inside day there, given the big sell-off from the 67.5, 70 level that in this rebound from when crude originally sold off. So that's about it. We're having a really good time at VPT Live. If you're interested in finding out more about it, you're not currently a VPT member, you can go to VPT Live and you can sign up for a 10-day trial for $10. Learn more about trading futures, options, and stocks in real time. While we learn and earn, have a good time, we try to make it an entertaining but professional environment. We'd love to see you there if you're interested in active trading. That's it for tonight. This is Rod with VPT Live reminding you to always trade like you mean it. Thanks for listening.